Miro making some good jumps, and a similar sort of style of hero, right? It's again going to be Miro once he's able to get that blink dagger on, making the blink calls, and and being that key catch to threaten heroes, and in particular Monet Slark.
Yeah, I'm watching so much of the laning phase. If Monet is able to get the ball rolling, if he's able to pretty much like farm down here, they can push Miro out and get some type of like early kills here. That can be the success there for Aster. They need to make sure that Monet has a good game. He's the absolute win condition in this game. It's a TA that has a couple different answers that he has to deal with. Of course, there's that TB in the mid game, that's super high armor even toward the late game. So yeah, Monet, he needs a good game. Let's see if they're going to be able to set up.
So 3 bouncy runes going the way of 9Pandas.
His last time, I believe, too. I think earlier.
And because I imagine if this bottom lane goes well for 9Pandas, that this is a lane where you want to play the lane right. They're not going to. They'll only sort of turn to skipping the creeps, pulling them if it goes badly on the first few waves, if they start losing lives down here.
Yeah, I mean, or if like Miro just sees their point where it's like Miro has full Vanguard, so Antares can just like keep the lane and stuff like that pretty early on here. But it is of course versus the Slark, but I'd imagine Antares just hits the Slark. Yeah, you just beat the crap out of him, throw blood grenades, concussives, throw hunger even onto him super early on. I really like the triple lane setup here.
You already see sort of with that first go just how much damage Monet takes.
Yeah, I actually even like this. I mean, the Legion is very, very strong, but I love these two together. I miss seeing it. I actually really do like these two heroes, even in the past. You can actually post kill threat. But let's see. I mean, Sumail, he has made some wonders happen, of course, in some of these games when he is playing in these matchups. He wants to play the Storm 3 times.
Yeah, and how does this one go? TA versus Storm should be good for the TA?
Should be good for the TA, but there's definitely, I mean, Storm can do fine as well. You can always just shove the wave in as well, and you have threats if you do get like a good Vortex opportunity or rotation. So 9Pandas, they could do like a TP move. It's easier to get kills on the TA, and the TA can't really threaten them. The top ends up doing too. This is never an easy lane for something like Mars versus Undying. It does have the Enchantress, which does turn the tides a little bit. Ramzes's 8-3. Hot start here. Level 2, Monet has hit it.
It's going to try and make the jump over towards Miro.
They might be able to get the kill.
They've got him. One more touch and that'll do it. First blood for Monet.
I've been wanting to say that since this.
Steps up a little too far. I think that was 7 stacks. He gets that little bit of stack there to himself. And Antares is actually out of mana, so not able to apply too much pressure onto Monet here with the backup. Ichu. Big kill. An important one for them to get, especially for Monet. He's not able to get it top. It's a humongous creep wave that XXS is going to be able to farm under the tower here. Kiyotaka again. I mean, sometimes I have seen the Storm Spirits take the Vortex at 3. Same thing as last game. I think he's like, no, I'm not doing it. I maybe felt like he wanted to for a second, but it ended up being way better when he took the points inside.
Top playing the drop tombstone. Enough. See if it's enough to get for Boca. The
Blood
zombies
grenade.
will do it.
Blood grenade zombie.
Bottom lane. I'm going to try and make it to Pichu. No, not quite. But back. Antares. Still got a Mango to play with down here.
He's going to be able to get the heal. So we'll have that mana to spam out. Monet sitting on those 10 stick charges. Stacks up.
Doesn't even disrupt Jawbreaker.
Playing, they get the setup with the spear onto Solo.
He's fairly tanky though. Healing Lotus plus the stick charges. Can't fully commit onto him here.
Solo's perfectly fine. Bottom
Still
lane,
Miro
Miro
again.
is not. Monet and Pichu, they're able to strike again.
These are the important kills.
Radiant structures
15 and 7 now on this Slark. Now he's got extra regen too, and they're bringing tons of regen down here. Excellent shot.
Solo's got to be careful top. I mean, if they land a spill, ooh, off the mark there, XXS.
Oopsie.
Won't be getting a kill off that.
Tips, I'd tip him for that one.
What a Monet. Tries to sort of bait them in and then jump back in on them. Get chased out a bit by Miro. And
Ares is gonna go down. Fairy Part's not enough.
Pichu, he'll take him out.
Alright, these two are owning the lane.
0-2 on Monet, getting involved in a lot of action thanks to the support of Pichu.
Love it. As you said, Pichu, he brought tons of regen down, has a salve for himself from earlier. He's even gonna get the pull off, so he's gonna deny a whole wave away from Miro. Excellent stuff from Aster down bottom. Ramsey still absolutely free farming the top lane, but this is exactly what you'd want. And look at that. Sumail wanted the 1v1. He's like, okay, Kiyotaka, you're gonna call for Skyrat to fill your bottle? How dare you? Sumail is starting to get a little bit of that edge in the mid lane. 19 and 8. Just got a couple more denies in comparison to Storm. 3 refraction online. Struggle.
Mono can... Yeah, he's going to be careful because Miro's got Antares joining him again.
Careful how aggressive he goes.
Doesn't want to waste time missing out any creeps under his tower.
Still have extra regen. I like that Peach is doing this. I mean, it's a lot of consumable gold spent, but it's something you need to do inside of this lane. He's just buying Tango Salve, just keeping Monet pumped up to full HP so they can't spam him down. Success. They want to try for a dive up here, but...
Back away from the tombstone.
Trying to inch up and hit it. Solo and Ramsey just trying to body them off of it.
Is under attack.
XXS is still farming very well up here. 32 and 4 on the last hits, and he's even gonna get the tombstone finished too.
I'm gonna have Pichu TP over to see if they can. She's set up for a kill. It's gonna be the Metamorphosis popped by Ramzes. Solo. It's gonna be chased up with a Hellbar Smasher. The spear will connect. Solo. He's gone.
You did your
Get
best.
Baboka, maybe Ramses.
2 more hits will do it.
I'm surprised at the last hits from XXS. I mean, Ramses is free farming, but XXS is as well up here. We've seen differently happen a lot versus these dyings. Lane Kiyotaka, he has hit 6. Again, rune up top.
Both support coming in from 9Pandas around the mid.
Didn't get the bottle refill though, Solo. Didn't actually fill up Kiyotaka's there.
Now he will.
Get his so much attention onto Mitsumi. I was like, all right, you're gonna get your bottle refilled that time before, so will I. And we do see the cutting is happening. Miro now is getting that down bottom. 2 deaths though, definitely hurting him a little bit. Monet set up off to a good start here down bottom. He's got the Midas queued up. Let's get that farm going. 4-2. A little bit of an edge here for 9Pandas off of the lane, even though the kills sailed wide. I'm still impressed that XXS was able to...
I'll take that.
I mean, this top lane around the level 6 when XXS hits it, is there kind of kill potential with these two, or they have to bring in a +1? For an arena kill.
They honestly don't have the greatest kind of kill heroes with the arena overall. They're a
Radiant's
little awkward, so I mean, we'll have to see.
attack.
They might have to bring even like a 3rd hero. Yeah, they might have to bring that 3rd hero. Ramses is actually also going for the Midas, so he's feeling like his lane is good enough for him to go down this greedy route.
All right, he's going to get it pretty quick.
He will.
He's on the ground. The CS, they'll get the setup here with the Ancient Seal over towards XXS. They go. It's going to be another kill here for 9Pandas.
Nicely diced from Antares.
Yeah, it's going to be a fast Midas Terrorblade.
He's got it, right?
Couple of
hundred.
He's going to be quicker than that. Monet. I see Monet straight away. Is he still considering the alternatives?
Stupendous!
Aggressive here.
Radiant are scanning.
A little bit careful here, Miro. Start to bully him a little bit when Monet's alone.
Radiant's bottom tower
Courier.
is under attack. Dire's courier has been killed.
Itaka, looks for Baboka. Should be able to find him here. Sumail's in the area though.
See if they can help out.
Radiant's
Baboka will
top
get
tower
taken
is under
down,
attack.
and in turn, they'll lose Solo.
Good move from Sumail. Active movement, TA.
Thinking about stepping up for more. He knows the key attacker doesn't have a huge amount of mana to play with, but will manage to follow up the bounty rune.
And he'll force him back at least. He's gonna maybe even scout stack. Good aggressive move from Sumail. 21 charges, bottles at the ready. Miro continues to maximize. So even though XXS, as we mentioned from before, he's still doing well top, all things considered, because versus that Undying. Miro's getting more. He's just cutting the wave, 800 ahead of his counterpart. Looks like now they're going to try to perhaps go for Miro. This cutting, Monet wants...
With a +1, they should definitely have a shot at it here with the Slark.
Yep.
Put the call, but Monet, he's perfectly fine. He's got the 1 charges. He'll use the Shadow Dance to play it safe.
He's got
Radiant's
just enough
bottom
Pretty
HP.
low,
He's under attack.
but the telekinesis,
Whoop.
he's got to be a bit careful, Monet.
He just resets, he dances. Can they finish off Miro? Nice TP.
Played it well then. That was a tricky kill to try for as it was Aster, and
Yeah.
they don't get it.
They played it as, it's kind of as good as it could have, I feel like, on Aster. Monet has to be very careful. Yeah, Ramses, that Midas, they're already starting to kick in. Level 8, gonna be very high level. Monet, he has committed, so he's gonna be going down that.
I think this could be tough. I think RAMZESS might get away with
I think
this.
RAMZESS has the right idea.
He is going to be so farmed this game if the pace continues.
And he has a good matchup, of course, versus that TA versus the Mars and everything, too, if he gets that big farm. Slark, of course, has a good matchup versus Terrorblade, but how farmed he is. And there's a bit of answers, of course, versus that Slark. That Axe Call, it's going to be annoying. Same thing with the Skyrest Silence. And let's see what route Kiyotaka does. I think he might. Yeah, he is. He's queued it up. I was wondering if he was going to do the Orchid build. He might still switch to Witchblade. It's valuable this game versus the... Also, he's got an Arcane Rune. Sumail.
Sumail's got a lot of backup though. 4 members of Aster around the mid. Not a fight that 9Pandas want to start against them. They'll just hold their own by the tower.
One of the more rich Terrorblades, I think.
He has RAMZESS 600 farmed.
I mean, right now he's already 600 GPM, right? Just
try going on the mid. Kiyotaka. Vortex setup. Mystic Flare comes down onto Peachy. They've got the Rubick.
Radiant's bottom tower
and they have this
is
is also the thing about their lineup is they have multiple ways to set up the Mystic Flare. They have Axe Call with Skyrethel, and they have this Vortex as well too with it. While on the side of Aster, they don't have that wombo combo with Mars Spear. They don't have like that big dunk unless the Rubick ends up stealing something. It's definitely harder for them to set up for those.
Dire's top tower
Can get
is
things
under
a little
attack.
bit easier as Miero's he pretty much has the Blink Dagger. And they punish him. They're making heavy
They're going to bring
rotation.
XXS in to try and take him out.
He's got the Blink
Radiant's
purchase though.
bottom
Yeah,
tower
they're going
is
all in
under
onto
attack.
Miro. So Miro, very, very dead here. But indeed, on the respawn, might catch them by surprise with the fact that he did get that purchase done. I will see if they're able to set up some
Radiant's
sort of smoke
bottom
movement,
tower
9Pandas,
is
to
under
really
attack.
capitalize on the fact that that blink pickup before he dies might
Radiant's
catch
bottom
Aster
tower has been
with a bit
denied.
of a nasty surprise.
I think they're gonna look to smoke setup. Skyrim holds back up in 3 seconds. Taka?
Stolen ball lining here. Peaches keeps his distance. Kiyotaka's going to turn and get Sumail instead. They get the setup with the Vortex. Sumail's gone.
Big damage.
A big catch to be found, and maybe they can even try for more. Kiyotaka will probably play careful as he gets clipped by the spear. A little too low on the HP to continue fighting here.
Punish on his solo is way too tanky. 1400.
Too much HP built up. And Diffusal's done.
It's good timing.
Oh no, it is, but to have any chance of keeping up with the Terrorblade, they have to find action. They've got to get this Slark involved. In the mid, Miro is in with the jump, gets the catch. Pichu gets caught.
I feel like Monet might have to look to make some moves there. Yeah, they're gonna tip him. It's a very early blink. Even though he died 3 times in lane, right? Miro, he did pick it up very early with the way he was cutting and bringing the waves into the neutral camps. Antares, Arcane Ring. He's gonna have mana for the ult in about. Yeah, he's back up in 15 seconds. Monet has to be careful, but he has to also be active.
He's got to be active.
He's got to look for kills, otherwise Midas is just absolutely gonna run it off.
You know, if RAMZESS is able to play it as well as he did last game, I think this is going to be a pretty tough one for Aster.
Does feel like it. I like that Sumail's gone Blink Dagger though. He wants to be able to make moves around the map to make sure that they don't fall too behind in this early game. Let me get some tower pressure up top.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Boca. Oh nice, he'll just be able to waltz in and
Dire's
steal a
top
bounty
tower
rune.
is under attack.
Maybe he pays with his life. They want to set up for him. Kiyotaka's thinking about it. Pandas, they're setting up. They want to defend top. Going to the twin gate Miro. They have the combo.
He gets the opening. They do. Well, they at least, they have the Enchantress follow-up, but not enough damage. But we'll still be able to sneak away.
Antares actually went right, while Miro went left and got the catch, so didn't get the full connection. Ancient Seal comes out late too.
Seeing the... No, Kiyotaka is not going to waste energy trying to go for Boca as mana.
Nah, he's got untouchable shield. Monet, I feel like he's a bit lucky to get away with his life there. 3k lead though for 9Pandas. They don't get the kill, but still just get the farm. And Miro, he's going to take the portal down to bottom. Do they have a smoke on Antares? I think he just constantly wants to hunt around with his axe. Does have one at the ready. 15 seconds for Skyrethel. Running at him.
And not a lot he can do on his own. Needs a +1 to try and go for the kill. Mid lane.
Take that.
Telekinesis, that's all they have there.
How long for the blink XXS? He's close, okay. They need that in order to be able to get the catch onto the storm. Hey, they found him.
This time the combo's there with the Mystic Flare. Kiyotaka zips across, and Miro, he's able to get the dunk.
This is always the scare. It's that RAMZESS has no pressure. He's literally free farming, and Monet. It's not easy. It's terrifying for Monet and Terrorblade. He's gonna get terrifying himself.
He is, you know, Terrorblade farm with the little pointy finger emoji in the graph going up and the Munkerest. It's there. It's real. That's what I've been typing right now. This Terrorblade is going to be a big problem.
Oh, and they pause even too. Let it sink in. Team CB, they say, they're like, look at Monet dead. Let it sink in.
It's
Midas is back up.
just absolutely getting away with his mind.
Instant. He doesn't hesitate for a moment.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Scary for Monet, because it feels like he has to be active, but he could just die every time he looks to get active as well. This blade though is almost done for Miro. There's gonna actually be solo kill threat even too.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
We're active.
There we go. They've got to find something big with this.
Yeah, let's see.
XXS and Pichu on the hunt.
They got the K stolen. Everyone's farming though. And all the cores on 9Pandas are getting
coming down with this part of the map is feels like chances of finding something big is pretty low. Now, RAMZESS is pretty much stuck to the top half.
Kiyotaka's actually going back to... He actually has the Orchid done already. Even more threat for poor Monet.
A lot of catch and burst.
Yeah, so much control for him. So many different ways to set up for him. It's scary when Monet... It's like you're feeling the pressure as Monet and just RAMZESS is just like, I can creeps, I can re-farm. He's going to be really good on his Scotty. Again, super active movements. Another smoke. Not scouted by any means.
Yeah, RAMZESS is confident to show himself in the mid here.
Maybe they can set up heading
towards him. It's a dangerous place to farm. And he feels strong. They've got the spear. Monet's on top of him, but he's able to thunder off. As RAMZESS, he's perfectly fine. He can walk this off. They'll turn with a Mystic Flare on towards Baboka. They'll get the Enchantress.
Another
or maybe Mira. He's in with the jump, gets the call onto Pichu. 9Pandas pushing forward. RAMZESS, he'll back up a little bit. Kiyotaka will go straight towards Samel with the refraction. Kiyotaka gets caught by Monet's pounce. Hello. Also to be taken down as Samel finishes him off. Brings him over the down hit. You get the spear, won't latch. Oh, I mean, that was a risky move there. 9Pandas trying to take the fight up underneath the tier 1 tower of Aster. Aster, they punished 9Pandas for that.
Continuing to use night vision, looking for more. I think that was a defensive pounce from Monet that ends up actually clipping Kiyotaka and getting the kill. The call actually whips.
They get the jump on the Antares.
Another kill. Miro.
Hit Samel's in help, but take down Miro. Miro's gone.
Oh, Aster striking in.
Oh, yeah, 9Pandas with a big mistake around the mid. And Aster, they absolutely punished that to the big time. Taking 4 heroes down and taking the tier 1.
Sumel now has his Deso finished up. What a hit. And they got RAMZESS. RAMZESS actually ends up surviving, and then they actually just full over instead.
Everybody else dies.
They punish it, and I actually need to see that again. I think it was a defensive pounce. I mean, we'll have to see it toward the end of this one, but I think Monet was trying to disengage with his pounce, and then Kiyotaka actually zipped into the pounce and made it look fantastic for Monet.
Let's have a look. I mean, yeah, the start of this, all, you know, RAMZESS is like, guys, it's all cool. You know, they tried to kill me, they didn't kill me. We're fine. And then suddenly the rest of his teams dive in the tower.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, Monet, I'm watching here.
Is under attack.
Yeah, he tried to get away, and in that movement, he actually ends up setting up for them to kill Kiyotaka.
I mean, it was godly. Yep, he ends up getting that storm as he shows up with an Orchid. It does nothing. Now Orchid though.
Oh, he wants to punish him.
They're ready.
For the telekinesis, the spear's there. Will be tanked by Miro. Kiyotaka's free to jump out. In fact, they get the call onto the two of them. All right.
Big damage.
This time it's Aster walking into a terrible fight as they quickly lose both Monet and XXS. Miro, he's able to walk away as well.
50 HP. That's not even enough.
It's getting late. Both teams making some mistakes here.
Taka, good aggressive play there. I mean, Mars is ready for it, but 9Pandas a little bit more ready with the numbers.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
RAMZESS, Scotty is finished.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Down a little bit there from that death. Miro does get 1 stack, another one. More armor now for him.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
11. Back and forth to go, but RAMZESS just continues to be that big piece, and he is so good versus the TA matchup. He's gonna start joining into these fights constantly. He even has another ancient stack actually. He's so
rich.
He is so rich.
Samel's doing his best to try and keep up with his involvement in that last fight there around the mid. Definitely getting him a good boost of gold.
But his matchup versus that TB, it's difficult. Getting to the TB is gonna be hard. Like, he bought the shard too on Sumail, so he does have that extra little bit of silence also that's going to come into play versus that Storm Spirit. Taka would get caught off guard by it.
And also at this point, whilst there's not the dispel on Ramses, might trip him up when he's trying to wait to go low before he pops asunder.
True.
Can they play for Roche when they're sort of setting up this position, or is it just too scary against 9Pandas jump?
Still a bit scary. I mean, if they can get like a kill, they could just sequence it into Roche very, very easily. I think just going into a blind's a little bit. Team fight is not an advantage.
Damage!
Ramses, he's going to use Solo's HP, heal himself back up, and we're seeing Solo's build. Medallion, Pavis, he's just trying to buff up Ramses as much as possible, and he's looking for a bit of an item. 3k ahead of anybody else.
And actually, instead of finishing the Manta, he's just going to opt to get the BKB as soon as he can here, get the hammer out.
All right.
So he's
Sneak attack.
That's a very
What for?
not greedy thing for him to do.
sure, I guess we're just really respecting the threat of getting jumped by the arena combo.
Yeah.
Spear, to get locked down by that.
They don't have like a shard yet on the Undying. I actually thought that Solo was going to buy it, perhaps. Maybe they do the Tormentor to try to get the luck of it, because that is one thing that maybe could allow him to get more aggressive items, but he's already committed for the BKB. They will have the Tombstone save versus the Mars, which is honestly really damn good. Woke up. Trying to threaten him. It's not worth it. It's not worth
It's
the
an annoying kill to go for.
No, it's not worth
Enchantress.
burn them here in time. Aster. Up.
One part of the map now.
They're actually going
Time.
to rush themselves on 9Pandas. They have the Undying in the TB.
Mira hovers around outside the pit. He can be ready for the counter initiation if Aster do jump this. So Mira, he'll be prepared.
Well, it's died pretty quick, but Aster's going to be here in time.
Some sort of a steal.
He attacked music. He's at the tree line, dropping the remnants.
We just spot out any sort of attempted approach from Aster.
Arrow. What call is he going to get? Is he going to find the Slark?
We're going to see Baboka taking a hold for Baboka outside of the pit. Jump over the instant. Success jump over Mira with the call. They've taken the Mars out. They've taken the Enchantress away.
Holy crap, Antares. I mean, some people might be sleeping, but Antares is not. Oh my god.
Aegis for Kiyotaka.
I mean, he was probably pre-clicking, I guess, on the ground that he expected the Mars to go for. That's literally instant.
They set up perfectly around that. They were so ready for Aster to step in like that.
And you see that Miero was patient too. Like, Baboka shows up, Miero's like, nah, ain't going for the Enchantress. I want a bigger one.
I'll check this
Look
again.
at this. That was so fast.
XXS trying to get in.
Yeah, I mean, they did get the vision, I guess, of him right before.
I think with it, like the Tombstone of zombies out, so indeed Antares, he was more than ready for XXS to blink in like that.
Right, as I said, this is his best hero. Showcasing it there is also now Sumail gets caught. Momentum's shifting.
Yeah, Mira
Momentum's swaying heavily now into 9Pandas' favor.
Great couple of
Radiant's
games
top
here on the
tower
off lane.
is under attack.
From his Enigma and now into the Axe this game. Right up to very nice four successful dunks hit from Medicine.
6-4-0. He's the one getting all the kills too. No assists. Ha.
And this is one of those games as well where the armor feels pretty darn good.
It's very good.
Against all three of the cores of Aster. This infinite scaling armor.
I mean, against like everything. They don't have much magic damage on their draft.
True.
It's Rubick and like it's pure damage and physical damage for the most part, unless the Rubick skills Skyrax misses play, which just doesn't happen. Is snap Baboka. Whoa, what I do? That's a point.
Kiyotaka.
Not worth it.
I mean, he's
got regen.
Playing with the regen.
Okay,
route, yeah.
fair enough.
That's why I was going reckless there.
Say,
So he'll be back up to full mana.
like, damn, he really wants him. Ramses continues just with absolute freedom. That has to be some of the higher last hits. That isn't a Naga Siren at this
No,
time.
I don't know if we're going to get any sort of stats regarding this, because
That's
Ramses,
insane.
he's got to be hitting some good stuff here with the Terrorblade this game.
750 GPM on.
Also, if he wants to come in for this butterfly next, that's going to come at a time when absolutely nobody on Aster is close to having an answer to that evasion.
Phenomenal versus both of these heroes. Yeah, they do. They can build MKBs, but yeah, it's gonna be
Long way away.
Solo. He had 4 staff, then Solar Crest. Now I mean, Gem now purchased for Antares. They want to keep this pressure on, get rid of these pesky PA traps. Success, he does have the BKB finish,
Radiant's
but
bottom tower is under
still
attack.
not easy for him to get the jumps. He is struggling.
Dire are scattered.
They're gonna take the tower out without meta. Might
Radiant's
just continue the
bottom
push.
tower has fallen.
Force Aster back to base. Damage! And if heroes can just, if they make a mistake, they could just get caught instantly and die on the side of Aster here. Ramzes commences.
But Aster stop this. Somebody's gonna have to do something. Already key attacker, he's in, he's looking for the Rubick to be able to get the grab on a Pichu. Mystic Flare comes down, Pichu, he's out. Off the arena, Xavier spots the BKBs, having the spear connection onto Ramzes. And there just isn't the straight up damage to threaten this TB as Ramzes steps forward, starts to bully back Aster as XXS. He's got a split for them, but he's not gonna get the chance. Key attacker zips him, pulls him back with a vortex. XXS out for 45.
Miro actually didn't even, he called the floor. He didn't actually blink and call anybody, and they still can't even do anything for himself.
And there's
now we'll get one.
And another dunk for Miro.
Ramzes just, he's far too strong. Now backing up, does have 30 HP, doesn't have his Sunder available. Big damage hit. 3 heroes dead. Half the tower also, and a full butterfly, I believe.
No, I think we're just 200 off your talent. But they,
That's hard right now.
they're going to back off. They don't need to force it. They know that they're in a great spot, and that lead's only going to continue to grow.
And Aster gets some catch here, and Torres looks like he might go down to it. Oh, Paul's actually off the mark.
Yeah, this time Miro not quite able to get the jump in return, so Antares, he's done for.
Dare you, boy.
No miss from him this game. Look at the full halberd though, so next time might be able to help out his buddy, even if he doesn't get the full connection.
That was a weird thing. He's getting late. I mean, Miro literally blinked. He didn't call anything in the initial go on the fight plan. I think he could have actually gotten maybe the Slark on the initial everything that was going on down bottom. What? Still come out ahead. There's the butterfly.
Still tier 2s to be taken on the mid and the top lane, so the reason 9Pandas just look to go for those as their next objectives. Only 20 seconds left on the Aegis, so that will be gone. Maybe Aster can look to go for some sort of smoke movement around the fact that the attacker's Aegis is expiring.
Meta is about to, we're going to be coming back up in about 30 seconds, so about to auto refill. He's going to get the shard. Solo gets plus. So kind of the dream one I think we could have gotten this game also, just even though they're so far ahead, that little bit of extra now. Even if you get the full combo, even if you do get the spear targets on these spear kind of perfectly, it's going to be that same grab ally. Not easy for Aster this time around. Well, trying to find an answer. See the item he's queued up next. He's like, I can't be physical damage. I need to convert it.
It's big brain, but it's the way you got to go against a TB with this 40 armor pretty much sitting around.
Very expensive though. That is one of the most expensive items, so it's going to take him quite a bit of time to farm it. And 9Pandas, I don't think they're going to look to give him that time. Glyph is on cooldown. They want to knock on the door. Full butterfly completed. Ramsey solo crested as well.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
No hesitation meta. So to get vision. Aster, what do you do? He's gone. Can't even steal the tombstone. Nice coverage there from Solo with the soul rip.
Just trying to step up, but let's take the attention off the barracks. There's smoke up here, Aster.
Oh my god, he's dead.
Straight up dead.
There's auto attacks.
That's his bottom racks. It's going to be gone. They just can't stun anything in time, Aster. Oh, maybe with the fortification. XXS is hovering around the trees. But it's such a hard jump to make. Nobody wants to go in first on top of this Terrorblade.
Miro's just waiting. If he sees Monet, he's going to go for the jump instantly. Depth Shroud is online. They got what they came for, and 9Pandas, they'll back up.
Next time, done for Ramzes. He's got the completed Manta.
Lane is clean. Smoke is going to come out from Aster. Break the smoke right away, killing an Observer Ward. I think it saw them. 0 Deso stack so far for Sumail. And they're going to look to try to get something. I feel like they just know. They're like, we're just losing more and more on the map. We got to just do something chaotic. Take advantage of meta cooldown. They can. Not easy. And is all ready for this. Zone's back at the ready. Ramzes, he'll just back it up. Wisdom rune to grab over here as well too. Level 19 on this team.
It's going to take some crazy high ground offense from Aster to turn this one.
Crazy kind of overextensions perhaps from 9Pandas is what they're kind of hoping for. The damage just feels so limited versus these heavy armor cores. 37 on Terrorblade, 20 on the axe with the halberd. Taka. He's been playing it a bit more careful after that one weird situation that happened mid where he zipped into a pounce. How long on meta? 20 seconds. They're gonna go regather toward bottom to RAMZESS. Down here. Okay.
He's gonna get jumped.
Careful, he's caught.
Miro grabs him, but they've got the telekinesis. Will get him off to the side. He'll get a chance to live, but he's still caught by the silence. And Kirtan's got the 4-on-4 takes Monet. He's get slow. He'll get the shadow dance off.
But he's got to run.
He has to. There's no chance for him to fight with this. His HP as low as it is right now. Back to base they run Aster.
Great save there at the least there from Pichu. Nice little lift disengage. He almost still dies though. No meta expended. It was just a tombstone. RAMZESS still at the ready to fight.
Ferocious. Still going to be a minute and a half until it's up.
Probably that's what they want to wait for before they look to go for like the top racks or the mid in particular. Two are up. And they're controlling the map nicely. This Midas really has just paid off massive. This was definitely the right call.
Oh, absolutely. No doubt about it. RAMZESS just set himself up for absolute success, realizing that he could get away with the Midas this game. It's, you know, it's put him in the spot where he's been untouchable. 3-0-7, they've not been able to take him down, and honestly, with everything looking like it's looking right now, should be able to close this game out without dying at all.
Yep, he's going an aggressive build too. He's doing that. Now he's just going straight for the damage. He's feeling like he's tanky enough at this point with the butterfly and that Scotty. Roach 40 seconds, no wait for it. They'll be very careful. 9Pandas not looking to throw this one away.
They've hit it with the scan, Aster. Where do you sort of take the risky fight? Do you try and go towards the Roche pit, or do you wait for them to come to you?
Dire's
Checking
top
for
tower
items.
is under attack. Dire's
I mean, maybe
structures
Uarga's
are
going to have to
fortified.
try, but that is an impossible area to really fight around here with their lineup. Versus the Axe, and it just
Dire's
sets up the
top
call.
tower is under
It's going to make
attack.
Monet's. Oh, this is just hard.
Dire
Hard to decide
are
for Aster.
scanning.
Axe just doesn't absolutely seem like the perfect answer. Even though he died a couple of times in the game, you're really feeling how much pressure he's been able to just put onto Aster. Monet just can't play the game. Roche, Taris, he'll scout it. He'll kill it and no. Hey,
Radiant's
Aster, okay,
middle
guys,
tower
just like
is
finish the
under
next
attack.
item. So BKB on Monet. They'll still.
Radiant's middle
And
tower
Pride
is
also
under
feeling that they
attack.
can't make a move out either. Not even popping the meta for it. They didn't actually pop anything. They didn't pop Tombstone. They didn't pop Flesh Golem. Absolutely nothing. They're not in a rush to kill it. They're just like, yeah, they ain't contesting us.
They can easily tank it up.
Yep.
And now just look to getting these creep waves pushed around and open up some of these other lanes, get these tier 2s taken out.
Yep, start shoving that top in particular. RAMZESS full data is going to be completed. He's been hanging on to his tier 3 token. And he really wants the growth bow for the siege, but wondering which one he does get actually on the tier 2.
Attempt here from Aster to try and catch 9Pandas split up.
A Moonshard commit. I mean, Monet, he went for all. He was gone all in. Trying to break the group up. I think they know the inevitable. If they're just able to siege, they can't actually take it. Aster trying to look for something. They can't. 9Pandas, they're all gathered up. Push, it's gonna go. I mean, this death ball. What do you do, Aster? They're all set up. It's just too damn hard to deal with this RAMZESS.
Radiant's middle tower
There's
is under
very,
attack.
very little things that will kill this Terrorblade right now.
I mean, 9Pandas, they're just not giving them the opportunities to get any pickoffs or anything yet. Just playing
Radiant's
completely
middle
around
tower
RAMZESS with
is
this push, solo cresting him, buffing him up. 2 drops, they'll go for the next one top. Stuck at the base. Sumail actually feels like he can't actually go for the Revenant's Brooch. He's like, the game could be ending. Just buy damage. He buys a small crit. He buys Witchblade as well, too. He's giving the True Strike. The attack is in.
Tries to start things off. They will be able to save the Rubick. Jump forward for XXS, but he's going to get caught in the call. He wants the BKB, but he will manage to get off the arena and the spear. Monet coming with the Death Shroud and the Shadow Dance to try and push forward. Focus Key Attacker, but Key Attacker's able to get away. They turn towards Mirror instead, but Mirror's going to be forced to safety. They couldn't get the kills here, Aster. 9Pandas, everybody's still alive. come forward from Sumail.
Oh, but he's gonna die for that.
Point the call. Sumail, he's out of the game for 85 seconds. No buyback on him.
He really wanted to just get rid of Antares, but he gives up his life for it. I think XXS got insta-silence to get on the initial go, and then he gets called.
No Sumail for 70 seconds.
Or was it actually a Hex? I actually didn't see the
Radiant's
Kiyotaka
bottom
head. Maybe it
barracks
was a
are
Hex.
under attack.
Push him off a little bit here, but yeah, Sumail dies and his TB. His net worth is ridiculous.
See again on the replay, and XXS did try his best to get something going their way, but indeed instant silence.
Yeah.
There you go.
Gets the BKB off, but by the time that was there, it was already caught by the cool, and Monet buying him that chance to live by jumping in, popping the depth shroud. I think a bit of panic actually with the depth shroud. Aster came out pretty similar. Kind of all the buttons being pressed by Aster.
I mean, it's full panic, right?
Yeah, there's not enough buttons to get themselves back in this game. It doesn't feel like they're only down 8k. You know, it's not a huge lead in that sense. But when you just look at the matchups and look how far RAMZESS is ahead of anything else in this game, it's just a question of how on earth do they stop this Terrorblade from destroying their Ancient.
Yeah. This Axe pick just seems like it was perfect on top of just being able to set up RAMZESS to get all the space in the world. Midas, of course, there. He's like 6 slotted almost at the 35-minute mark. He's close to it. Yeah, it's like 900 GPM, right? Yeah, it's 898. One of the higher GPMs on a non-alk. Age is still in the hands of Kiyotaka, too.
Is mine. I mean, if they can find some way to kill this Terrorblade, there is a chance. But it's a big if.
I mean, RAMZESS buys a Moonshard. He's very confident that they're not going to bring it down.
Is.
He's got the, he always has the Tombstone play, too. And he's got Pavis, he's got Solar Crest, and I said it the other day, I didn't get to talk about it Night's Lake. Pavis on these high armor heroes is absolutely insane.
Yeah, he's gonna try. Try with the jumping, gets the spear connection onto Solo, but he's gonna get caught by the call. So does Monet. Monet also gets caught by the call. It bumped the Shadow Dance. Tries to focus in upon them, but he has to pounce out now as it comes to an end.
Sumail got hexed on the initial go. Doesn't actually do much of anything. Aster doesn't lose anybody there, but Shadow Dance and Depth Shroud used. In the push.
Tier 3 exposed. Lift comes to an end. Tier 3.
Alright, he's gonna turn the creeps onto him. It's Kiyotaka!
Yeah, he had the Aegis.
Alright.
He was ready to lose it. Yep. Tier 3's gone.
RAMZESS go.
Onto the barracks.
He does eat a little bit of damage. He's like, okay, just get it, guys. I'll back it up. I mean, he definitely didn't need to buy the Moonshard. This was definitely a very confident purchase from RAMZESS rather than going for something like a Satanic.
I'm gonna back off. They lost the Aegis.
Yep.
The plan is safe. They don't feel under any sort of pressure to really force it. They could take a safe route out of this game, and you do choose the safe route, of course, in this situation. A loss here would be the end of your tournament run.
I mean, a loss here would also... Oh my god, RAMZESS, don't die to it again.
No,
We've seen this before. RAMZESS, Roger's not here, but RAMZESS still likes to die to Tormentors. He'll be like, okay, just go. That's just that. Trapped in the base. How long on the timing of Sumail? Maybe now he's like, damn it, why did I buy this? I had money for the Revenant Brooch. Maybe that crystal's good here. Sumail now. Mindbreaker. Your 4 is being picked up. Spell Prism on both. Of course on 9Pandas. RAMZESS, he'll eat the Moonshard.
I'll get back on the Tormentor. He still needs it.
I mean, and Antares. That's it. That's a nice one, too. Not the biggest. I mean, but I think part of this shard actually... Wait, Counter Helix no longer has a cooldown. It doesn't have a cooldown anymore anyway. It's based off of pack block.
No. Yeah, it's based on attack procs, but it normally has a cooldown as well, right?
Oh no, not anymore, dude. That was changed ages ago, dude. Yeah, changed when they
but it...
proc, right?
Am I crazy? No, yeah, they changed it to obviously every so many attacks, but it's still every so many attacks with like a 0.6 second or something. You know what I mean?
Oh, that I actually don't know. Maybe you're right. Okay.
So,
Alright, just kidding. The tooltip's fine.
now you're making me doubt myself.
No, I gotta check. I'm not checking. I'm not checking.
I'm checking. Yeah. Look, it
still has it?
It's a 0.3.
I thought they actually removed that. I actually thought they removed it.
It's so many attacks, but it's still
Okay.
a 0.3.
All right, just kidding.
So that
Apologies, Valve. I was wrong.
just changed the tooltip so
Well, yeah, wait a minute. They changed the tooltip so it actually says it. So it actually says there's a cooldown. Because it used to. I know that it used to.
No, but it did. I think it says it, but then when you buy the shard, it disappears.
Okay, fine. You might be right.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
Where are you going?
Gentlemen.
Right here. So they're going to be ready to go again.
Radiant's
Push.
top barracks has fallen.
Ramsey's going to pop the meta.
And they've got the Revenants, bro.
Okay, they got
the
it.
Mail's got his iron.
Okay, see what he can do.
XXS over the top.
no.
Oh, you're going to get caught in the corner again. Mirror is able to grab.
He got him both.
Once more, he's getting them every time. Every time he gets XXS.
Sumail.
They're getting pushed back. The racks are exposed. Ramzes, he can take the top melee racks. There's another set taken out the base. Or is it actually? The back position kicked in, but it will make sure to finish it off before swinging round to the mid.
An XXS spear to miss. There was an instant tombstone anyway. He grabbed allied onto Ramsey's literally before the spear. Can't even.
And Mirror's always ready. You know,
He
XXS
is.
and Monet, they try and go in on someone. Mirror always gets the jump and catch of the two of them in the call. And he's going to grab them again. Gets the catch onto Monet. Monet will be saved.
Okay.
For now, but the barracks.
Barracks is dropping.
Bit of a different story. The melee racks in the mid are gone. Monet tries to pounce forward once more.
Just cannot touch this Terrorblade.
Here I am.
Final two racks is these range racks. Utaka's going to commit to the bottom one.
Monet trying to get attacker back.
He's pinging him. He's like, can we at least kill the storm? No, they cannot.
9Pandas can continue to keep it cool. They're in a no rush. And the no rush is two sets of range racks. They can take those when they wish to. They can hold back and look to go again when they wish. Roshan potential's back up. See it back in the game in a minute and a half.
And they're playing it as carefully as possible.
And I just, how on earth can Aster do anything?
How on
in
earth
this
can they?
situation?
How do they kill anybody?
It's a tough game.
When was-
got to be feeling pretty painful for Aster right now.
When was the last time they actually got a kill? I mean, they did kill Antares when Sumail suicided for Antares.
Yes.
Before that, it was Antares at the 25-minute mark as well. And then it wasn't a kill. It was Antares also at the 7. So they killed Antares 3 times in the last 15 minutes, but that's it. Haven't been able to get much of anything else.
Smoke time from Aster. They have to take these risks.
It's the last hurrah. 9Pandas, they're totally set up for this year. Meta, it's back up.
The high ground, Ramses. He knows that Aster are going to take risks like this. He's ready for them to approach.
Miero, ninja geared. Breaks, he knows they're there.
And Metamorphosis is out from Ramses. XXS is still going to try and commit.
Tombstone,
It's there. It's
grab ally.
to protect Ramses for now. As now, they've probably got to consider backing off. Sumail trying to get some hits onto Key Attacker, but Key Attacker's able to ball lining away. Aster did not get the jump that they hoped for.
Nope, and now the arena's down. They do have a refresher for a second round. Gonna perhaps start the Roche soon here in 10 seconds when it spawns. Nope, it's not up yet. They're smoking.
And they're like, well, there's no Roche. Well, take by instead. 9Pandas, they smoke up. They're going to straight towards the Key.
Right, Sumail.
They get the grab onto Sumail. Mirrors in with the jump. Catches both Monet and Sumail with the call. XXS taken down as the two calls are gone without buyback. See if they can even get this Enchantress out of there for Boca. Eve should be found, taking out the Battle Hunger. They get the 4 of them.
A tip. Oh, that is aggressive, unnecessary. As Ramses
Doing it for the region.
for the region. This has been a very one-sided game. It's taken some time for them to kind of fully close this one out. But
I mean, as you do, and as I say, in these lower brackets, you have to round. You close it up as carefully as you can, and 9Pandas have done that immaculately.
Miero, another catch.
Another kill to be added. Potential. Okay,
nice
it's
save.
going to be saved here. YouTube.
But Miero, honestly, the MVP for me in these last 2 games, perhaps even though Ramsey's getting that free farm. Miero, his black holes, catching 2 cores every time. His axe, catching 2 cores every time.
He has fulfilled the role perfectly. Mirror in both of these games.
Needs some impetus, impeti. Utaka's in, but Ramsey's no more funny business. He wants to end this.
Yeah. I mean, XXS is going to be back up in 5 seconds. We'll see if he gets to show his face again in this game. As the Ancient's exposed, they're looking to close it. As, XXS is trying to jump in, but he gets caught by the immediate Hex.
Ramsey's just hey, clicking the throat. He's done.
It's game over. As